What's going on, Solid Steppers? What's up, Tech the Titans? This is Miss Ward coming to you. Right now, I'm coming to y'all from Denellen, horse country up here near Ocala. I'm actually headed to Ocala. So, what I want to talk about is let me pause for a second. Let me thank all my repeat subscribers, those people that's always rocking with Miss Ward no matter what. Come rain, snow, sleet, and shine. You feel me? I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed and you want to hear the real, not the fake, make sure you subscribe. Because one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it a buck at all times. I'm going to share with you my own personal experiences. Do with it what you will. I want you to win. That don't mean you got to listen to me, but at least you got it in your back pocket. You feel me? Because you never know what life going to throw you. And everybody need that cool ass auntie. With that said, I'm finna get into it. Topic today is gonna be stop supporting people and places and things that don't support you. Let me tell you something. You know, there's some people out here like me. I'm gonna pick up the phone, you cross my spirit, I'm gonna check on you. You know, my day ones, my ride or dies, they'll always get that for me. But let me tell you something. Them folks that ain't going where I'm going, don't want what I want, or can bring anything to the table, I hate it for you. That's all I can tell you. Because what I have learned is a lot of people in their own damn way, and you can't help them. You need to get you together. Let your life and how you live your life help them. Let them be a spectator. Because I'm telling you, for some people, that's all life is a spectator support. They ain't going to do nothing on their own. Trust and believe. But with that said, y'all, let's talk about it. You know, y'all got that group of friends you grew up with, people that when you got into certain industries, y'all was tight because y'all, just had respect for each other. Everybody out here on the hustle. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you what you need to get ready for when you are successful by the world standards. There are people who are going to look at you and be envious. And they not really next to you to see you win. They next to see you fall. Tyler Perry has a quote that he does. It's been circulating on the internet about putting people in the boat with you. Watch who you put in the boat with you when you're trying to cross over to the other side of the river. At the end of the day, there are people that will get in the boat and punch holes in the boat. Because if they can't have it, they don't want you to have it. And you got people that's going to be right there waiting on your fall. They just going to be dead weight on the boat. At the end of the day, you got to understand. And then a lot of y'all won't let it go. Y'all hold on to the problems. Y'all hold on to the people that's dead weight. Because that's all y'all know. Y'all scared to do anything without them. And then you wonder why everything you put your mind to blow up and explode on or next level on, it ain't working. It's because that's your dream. That's for you. God gave that to you. A lot of y'all don't understand. Y'all trying to bring people that just, I guess I'll say bad luck. That ain't for them. Respect what was for them and let them go find that. Because at the end of the day, all you doing is hurting yourself. Take it from somebody who know now. I try to bring a lot of people because I was so excited about the opportunities and I could see and my vision was so clear. And then I realized that these people don't have the basic fundamental abilities to even go. Just like when Michelle Obama made that comment about everybody can't climb because they don't have enough oxygen. Everybody don't are not they just not equipped, and it's sad because the reality is you mourn those people, you mourn those experiences, and most of all, you mourn those friendships, you mourn those times when y'all used to hang out and do dumb shit together. Literally, the reality is that we all got to grow up someday, and right now the clock is ticking on your ass. Y'all got X amount of days left in the year, X amount of days now. Well, at the time of this video, we got 75 days left in 2025. 75. And it's so many people so miserable. And they miserable because they have self-inflicted adversity. Shout out to Anton Daniels because I heard him say that word, that statement and that phrase, and that's so true. It's a lot of people out here with self-inflicted adversity. They brought it on themselves, you know what I'm saying? And they looking at you mad. Why you mad with me? Shit, I'm out here with you. I'm out here getting it. I ain't looking back. And that's what I love about my students. I was just talking to one of my students, And he was basically telling me he feel like a lot of information he's getting is outdated. And I explained to him, you know, everybody's situation is different. You got to be able to take, you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You got to take what works for you, but then you got to fashion it to your unique situation, which means you can't look at it as A, B, C, D. You know, some people can work, quote unquote, a blueprint because they're in a similar environment with lack of competition. You know, they're the go-to person. They develop relationships early on, like they understand business acumen and dealing with clients, customers, warranty vendors, warranty companies, and then vendors and commercial vendors. A lot of people can't move between those worlds. And I moved easily between those worlds when I started. I remember when I had my contract with Microsoft down south and my contract with the pharmacy company, you know, and I'm sitting in the pharmacy warehouses. I didn't even understand how big they were because I never said no. When they called me, I took care of them. And I treated them as a superior, as a elite customer like I did all the other ones. You know, the problem is that a lot of times you're going to be blessed and you don't know what to do with the blessings because you're so busy trying to fit into something that ain't for you. That's what I'll be trying to tell y'all. Y'all got to sit back and listen and see what's for you, and you got to focus on what's for you. Everything ain't for you, man. Everything is not for you. You got to respect the game, and then you got to know how to move, and you got to know how to evolve. And the biggest issue I have seen in appliance repair and in the blue collar field is that people, number one, do not know how to evolve. They don't know how to change with the times. They don't know how to elevate to the clientele that they want to say they want to service. You follow me? Because they own that ghetto stuff. They own that hood stuff. Look, I'm going to just tell you as the truth. And part of it comes from the fact you ain't never had shit. When you ain't never had nothing, you can't appreciate the beginnings of something that's phenomenal. I remember I tried to do business with some people, and somebody was so interested in servicing themselves and being the head person and the most popular person. Miss Ward can't help that I'm popular. I'm not trying to be the most popular. I'm just trying to get the word out to get your bag and then learn what to do with it. I don't care if you do tax deeds, tax liens, land, property, what they call them, elderly living assistant homes. I don't care what you do with it, but find some stocks, crypto. I don't care. What I want you to do though is get some assets, and so that your work does not go not acknowledged, and you don't have nothing to show for it. And for a lot of us, if you weren't raised for it with it, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to lose money. That's why you got to keep picking up bags. But see, some of y'all think that you're supposed to just set it and forget it. Y'all stop believing that lie. I've seen a lot of people go get these CRMs and these apps to help with their business, and then they get mad when stuff ain't working right. Well, first of all, you don't even understand the back end. You don't even understand that these things change, and they change with the volume. These things are not going to stay the same because the same person you're buying that app from, the same people you got that subscription to pay $80 a month or $85 a month, they got to run a business and make money too. So they might be changing some of the developers on the back end or some of the systems that are monitoring what's happening. And there could be some issues where things fall through because the same people that was in place that started that company, you see it all the time with these startups that have venture capitalists. We saw this happen with Workies. I hear so many people complain. I'm like, why did you expect this to stay the same? You was supposed to come up while they was coming up. And if you got to jump off and do something different. But don't hate. Don't hate on the folks that got you there. That's what be killing me. How you gonna hate on the people that made you look professional when you wasn't? I'm just saying. How you gonna hate on the people? Like, for instance, you can never get me to hate on Mike Sneed. Mike Sneed put me in the game. Period. You can't get me to hate on ABC. They put me in the game. You can't get me to hate on Brandon, TMM, Richard Zilka, Appliance Alliance. You can't get me to hate on none of these people. You can't get me to hate on TK, EJ, any of that. You can't get me to hate on Ike. You damn sure can't get me to hate on Q. That's my boy. Shout out to Empire Appliance. You can't get me to hate on Phil from Atomic. appliance repair. You can't get me to hate on Dan from Dr. Dan's. No, it ain't gonna happen. Because at the end of the day, all these people have something to do with my development as a technician, as a business owner. I owe everybody this. Now, just because you don't see me around people don't mean I got a problem. It just means I respect where they at and they respect where I'm at. You got to respect people's paths. Sometimes you only meant to be on that journey for 6 months, 30 days, year 2, 3, 4 years, because you may have different situations that you're going to serve a different group. But the point is, it's room for everybody at the table. And the thing that irks me, especially my boy David, oh, what's up, David? I'm telling you, at the end of the day, you got to be secure in you. And part of the problem is a lot of y'all asses ain't secure. Y'all on that okie doke. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Learn it and make it work for you. I'm telling you, it's so much misinformation out here, man. So if you need some coaching, all you got to do is hit the link in the bottom. You see it in the description, hit the link. Because one thing about Miss Ward is I don't do nothing. I'm going to tell you right now. Where I'm at in the game, what I've been exposed to, it is not free. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Now, I'm going to drop a little seasoning here and there. If you want the free stuff, you need to go back to the very beginning. And I can't tell you some of that stuff, all that stuff is valid, but a lot of it is. The basics are there for you to start your business. Go back to the very beginning. I was out here, basically out in the wild, getting it done. Figuring out as I was going, and I was sharing my experience with everybody because I wanted everybody to win. Then when I started watching people take my content, put it on TikTok or Snapchat and trying to set Instagram and trying to sell my stuff, these folks is wild out here. Let me catch your ass in a dark alley. You hear me? Because I'm going to teach you what your mama and daddy did. Respect your damn elders and go out there and get your own. There's no reason for nobody to pimp anybody else's game with your weak ass. You know who you are. But at the end of the day, one thing about Miss Ward, when I tell you I keep it a G, I keep it a G. Because I came up in a non-traditional field as a woman of color, of a certain preference, and I dealt with everything. And you know what? I could stand on me because I have my relationship with God and I got gifts that you can't take from me. And that's what I keep trying to tell y'all. Get the game, learn it, put it in your mind, apply it, and apply different scenarios. Scenario A, B, and C, and fix your game. Fix your business. Fix your life. Get in environments where you can not only be the best, you can be your best self. And when you your best self, can't nobody touch you. Because the reality is it's only one you. So with that said, y'all, stop supporting people that don't support you. And let go of them bad habits and them bad people. With that said, Miss Ward signing off. Tech the Titan 2.0. See you at the top. And solid steppers, keep stepping. Have a blessed day. Let's go get it.